For me, fans quote the most Donna Martin graduates.
Donna Martin graduates! Donna Martin graduates! Donna Martin graduates!
They always ask me to say it, which is funny because in the episode, I never actually said it.
We said it.
Yeah.
We all chanted it over and over
but
and
people
over.
like stop me and they're like, just say it, please. So I'm like, Donna Martin graduates.
Yeah.
What about you?
What about me? I think probably my most famous line was, I choose me.
I've made my choice, and I choose me. I hope you understand. I'll love you both till the day I die.
I agree with that.
And you know what? Those are words of wisdom, people to live by. Pass that down
It's
to
true.
your children. Choose yourself. Favorite episode for me was the pilot, the very first coming together of the whole concept.
It's my favorite. I liked all the stuff like Halloween. Like
I like when you were a mermaid.
Yeah, I like when I got to dress up and do
Yeah.
like fun stuff where I couldn't move.
Donna, yeah, your costume's really
long. Yeah, thanks.
I think the most fun scenes are probably the group scenes. I used to love like later in the years doing like Peach Pit After Dark. Like, because we'd all be together and we had musical acts and
Love. Who were our favorite love interests? There's so many. How do you pick?
oh my gosh.
I kissed so many boys on that show.
You did.
You did too.
Ish. Yeah, I guess she was virginal, but she was a kisser.
I would say, I think one of my boyfriends on the show that was both of our favorites was Daniel Cosgrove. Matt.
Yeah.
I'm Matt. I have an office upstairs.
Donna, Kelly. Right, hi. Oh, I already said that, didn't I?
Matt Durning.
The lawyer.
Because he was so like straight-laced and like serious guy on camera, but the minute the camera stopped rolling, he would do anything to entertain us.
I don't know. I guess I always loved David and Donna. It was just easy. Like, Brian and I were so close.
Donna.
All those terrible things that happened to Kelly kind of really happened to me. Like when you play a character
I was like, what?
that gets burned and stalked and shot and raped and I don't know, there's so many more. That takes a toll up here.
Remember the time you joined a cult?
When you told me that the new evolution could help Dylan open up, I thought you were talking about his soul, not his checkbook.
Enlightenment doesn't come cheap.
Yes, I was in a cult. That was fun. Oh, I had a stalker, a lesbian stalker who, held me at gunpoint and then cut her hair to look like my hair. That was fun.
I'm Kelly Taylor. And Greg, I can't wait anymore.
I don't know, but it was so much fun. But I'm traumatized from it.
The show's most defining moments.
Well, it was crazy. The original 90210 was a show unlike any other show on television at that time. So we had the opportunity to really delve into so many great issues, like things that teens were actually going through and dealing with in their lives, and things that nobody was talking about yet.
Yeah.
There was no social media then. There was no World Wide Web. So we really had this great platform to bring a voice to young people.
Yeah.
And I think we did that in just so many ways.
We tried to. I think eventually the show got a little nighttime soapy with the storylines, but definitely the first seasons were hard-hitting issues that teens dealt with.
I'm so happy you decided to take Eric back.
Even though you offered to take him?
He belongs with you. When he couldn't have that, my heart went out to him.
Remember,
Like
Jessica
teen
Alba had a
parents.
baby. And, yeah, there were so many things that we did. But that was the great part about it, is that I remember one of the biggest compliments that I ever got from people along the way was people saying, you helped us talk about something in our house. Like you watching your show together with my kids made it something less taboo. We could talk about things easier. And I always thought that was such a great thing.
Favorite guest stars? Well, There were fun, like, stunt casting ones. Like, we had Burt Reynolds on and Milton Berle. Like, June Lockhart played my grandma.
Christina Aguilera was the singer.
Oh, yeah.
We had her singing at the Peach Pit After Dark once. Right before she just shot into the,
Stardom.
I was wondering do you know Mr. Wakes is on the flight?
The flight was completely full. I barely remember my name.
We had Eva Longoria. That's one.
Yeah.
Jessica Alba, Hilary Swank. The list goes on.
So tell me, when you're not getting people fired and hired, what exactly do you do?
I mean,
Sometimes we don't even remember, and we'll look it up and be like, oh my gosh, that person was on the show. Like, before they got famous, so it's kind of crazy.
I know what some of the biggest fashion moments weren't.
But they still were. I know what you're going to say.
When you look, the spandex?
Yeah.
Okay.
Before the 90s?
No, okay, I just remembered I think it must have been the pilot or the first episode. I was wearing spandex bike shorts over spandex tights with scrunchy socks.
There's some polka dots involved there.
A lot of polka dots in this region, which not a good idea.
But I feel like we set, like, style trends. It's so funny, the young people. But kids now, like, the 90s fashion it's everywhere. And we're like, oh, yeah, we created that look.
Yeah, it's come back.
30 years ago.
They're selling those same outfits now in Urban Outfitters.
Like exact same. It's crazy.
I think the show works now because just for the same reason it did then. You want to see that world. You want to go to Beverly Hills. You want to live in that world that was created. And you watch it, you get sucked in, and there's something so, like, poppy and colorful and flashy about it. And I think that's why it did work, and I think that's why we're hoping that the new BH Nocturno does the same thing. Makes you want to come and hang out with us, live with us, be where we are.